damn it. We started, and I didn't hit record because we just started.
What?
AI on the Crucible. Ghost Galaxy's artistic leap. We got to start from the beginning. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
If you wanna see how I run right back to killing myself, taking my time, dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight. At the end of every dream, there's a demon saying I didn't need help.
Hey, what's up, Archons? Yeah, take two. Hey, what's up,
Okay, hold on.
Archons?
Time out. Pause. Before we start take two, are you doing Z or are you doing sheep? Because you
I'm
bounced
doing Z.
over. Yeah, but you bounced over and took sheep's lines, man.
Oh, I totally did. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I didn't see
all right.
that. I read.
Take three.
Take three. Script. Hey, what's up, Archons? Welcome back to Archons Corner, the podcast where we talk all things KeyForge. From chains to champs, from sanctum to Saurian, and today, from art to artificial intelligence.
That's right, Z. Today we're diving into something that's been making the rounds in the community. Ghost Galaxy's use of AI-generated elements in their new full art card line. Are we entering the age of machine for real?
Well, if the decks start playing themselves, we'll know. But seriously, this is a big step artistically and can also be a bit controversial. So let's break it down.
Segment 1. What's new with the full art cards? Question mark.
So, for those who've been under a rock or just haven't cracked open the latest vault packs, Ghost Galaxy recently dropped some stunning.
And we lost.
Do we lose him?
We lost them. You got to take over. Understudy, fill in.
Shit. I'm sheep now.
Yeah.
For what we understand, AI assisted means human artists work with tools like
Nope.
Midjourney or Stable.
I think we're in segment 1.
Shit. All right.
So for those who've been living under a rock, come on.
All
right.
There we go. We got old sheep back.
So, for those of you who've been under a rock or just haven't cracked open the latest vault packs, Ghost Galaxy recently dropped some stunning full art card variants. These aren't just borderless, they're full frame, vibrant, and in some cases, created with the help of AI. Question mark, wink, wink.
And they look amazing. You got cards like Routine Job and Wild Wormhole getting these hyper stylized, almost surreal look. Some fan notice a different texture, a different feel. And yep, turns out Ghost Galaxy confirmed some of those artworks use AI-assisted generation.
Segment 2. What does AI assisted even mean?
Now, they didn't just feed ChatGPT a prompt and call it a day. That would have been too easy. From what we understand, AI-assisted means human artists work with tools like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion to generate base concepts, then refine those into final pieces. Think of it as using AI as a digital paintbrush or muse, not a full-blown replacement.
Right. It's not like the cards are 100% machine-made. There's still a human touch composition, polish, lore alignment. In fact, in recent statement, Ghost Galaxy said they view AI tools as an extension of traditional creative workflows. Love it or hate it, this is where the industry is headed.
Segment 3, community reaction.
Now, here's where it gets spicy. The KeyForge community is pretty split. Some players are hyped about the innovation. Others are worried about ethics, artist credits, and the long-term impact on human illustrators.
I've seen some threads on Reddit and Discord where people are asking, is this the beginning of the end for traditional art and card games? But on the flip side, there are folks saying, hey, this keeps production costs down and lets more cards get cool treatments.
And let's be real, KeyForge doesn't have magic level funding. If AI helps the game stay sustainable and visually fresh, that might be a necessary compromise.
Segment 4, ethical considerations.
But let's not ignore the real concerns. Are these AI models trained on copyrighted work without permission? Are human artists being replaced or undercut? These are legit issues. Ghost Galaxy hasn't been super detailed about their process, and I think transparency is going to be key going forward.
Totally agree there, Z. If GG wants community buy-in, they've got to be clear. How much AI? What tools? Are original artists being credited or paid? That matters, especially in a game so rooted in creative world building.
Segment 5, the future of AI in KeyForge. KeyForge.
So where does this go? More AI art? AI generated flavor text? Maybe procedurally generated card mechanics?
We're already dealing with algorithmically generated decks. Why not AI-generated set names that don't say "but rocket scientist" anymore?
Look, AI is here to stay. The real question is, can Ghost Galaxy and the rest of us use it responsibly to enhance, not erase the soul of KeyForge?
Soul.
Final thoughts.
If you're a collector, the full AI full art cards are a cool flex. If you're a purist, maybe not your jam. Either way, it's a bold experiment, and I gotta say, it's nice to see Ghost Galaxy trying new things instead of just playing it safe.
Totally. This game thrives on unpredictability, and that includes how it looks. Just, let's keep humans in the loop, too. That's it for today's episode of Archons Corner. If you got hot takes on AI art, or you've pulled an AI full art card drop us a message on Discord or X, formerly known as Twitter. We want to hear your thoughts.
And as always, shuffle, forge, and don't let the bots beat you.
Peace out, Archons.
Would you
All right, that's it. That's the end of the episode.
Or what, I'm converting this into a YouTube or video script.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. But obviously, we did this for a little fun, right? If you have been in our Discord, which most of you probably have been if you're listening to the show, we did have a fun discussion on AI.
Breakdown, societal breakdown.
Right,
Is that what it was?
Yeah. I do want to take this moment to just kind of maybe tell everybody to relax. Remember to use your Ghost Galaxy help form or whatever it is. I've never used the email, but there's no need to. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for here is, but.
Riot?
Well, while you're thinking about the word,
harass Ghost Galaxy employees. They're in the server for fun, right? They're in the server. Maybe they can help answer a question or two for you. That isn't a big deal. They're not here to be harassed. They're not, they're here probably on their own time off the clock. So maybe don't be a dick. Just saying, might be,
There's plenty of companies that do not allow their employees to interact on social media at all because they're paranoid that, their employees will say something wrong, or they'll be pressured to do or say something that doesn't.
We've already had plenty of people emailing archonscorner@gmail.com that Drazcor is sexually harassing them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but the HR is the Wookiee.
Which of my exes was it?
Oh, we don't know. But, remember, HR is the Wookiees, so those just go to the trash bin. I don't fill out that kind of paperwork.
I really would have thought they would send those over to the Warcaster Forge after all those weird, sexy ways they say various cards. It's very, very, very strange.
Very. But let's talk about this, because Drazcor and myself did a little bit of digging. We're not 100% sure if this was always here. I wonder if it was it in past KeyForge, was it in past Gamefounds or just in Draconian Measures? Did you look?
What are you
What's
looking
that?
for?
Because we did go into their FAQ, because we were wondering, like, have they ever talked about
they
it
just added
before?
that.
They did just add that. So, right off of their webpage, Ghost Galaxy hires human artists to create art for KeyForge, and we intend to continue that practice. We also use digital tools such as Adobe Photoshop, including its generative fill function, to make the necessary adjustments to illustrations we buy so they are suitable for various uses. This includes, but is not limited to, scaling and cropping the art, performing color adjustments, and adding, removing, or extending artwork.
Yeah,
So they're using generative fill, which really isn't that bad.
One, how much do you think? How much you want to bet? They might not even realize they were doing it. They're like, wait, we have to check. What did we do? Oh, is this AI? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Is generative fill AI?
Totally.
Yeah.
Because, back in the day, generative fill used to be called something different. I'd have to ask my wife. She's the
generative, which is
Well, no, because you used to be able to So in Photoshop, and we're talking a number of years ago, and this has always been a thing, and maybe it's just AI, or maybe it's the cool thing to say now, but a number of years ago, you were able to take people out of pictures and whatnot, and it would kind of guess and fill in the background, right?
Yeah.
So this generative fill has been around for a number of years, at least. Shoot, I'm trying to think of when my wife was in photography school.
It's been
10
around,
years
but
ago?
it is. Yeah. So generative fill is definitely 100% AI. There's no question about it. But yes, it has been around for a while, which is what you're getting.
So according to AI, talking about AI, so who knows if this is right, Photoshop first incorporated AI technology with Adobe Sensei in fall 2016. Current wave of AI features like generative fill was introduced more recently with a beta version launching in May 2023. That sounds right for the May 2023 part. You should actually look it up if we want to validate fall 2016.
Yeah. And I will say part of the concern that I heard from the community, and there was a lot to be able to take in, just has to do with incorporating artists, making sure that we're paying our artists, making sure that we're utilizing the art. And if you have not seen from Balance Sheet, when FFG had him on as art director to before when he was just an artist, if you look at the individual art pieces, and I know Archons Corner is not kind of seen as one of those large, what's the actual art piece, but there are individual cards that if you look at the artist's rendition, what they put together as the picture, it's really scaled down and kind of minimized.
It's cropped.
Some of the details are pulled out for the actual
cropped.
card art. Correct.
It's cropped.
And so what I will highly suggest is go support the artists. Like, the artists do a beautiful job. Their artwork is absolutely amazing. It's talent and skill that I do not have. And I've bought different pieces that we turn into playmats. I think that's seemed to be one of the large components that the community was still frustrated about, is like, if we're using this extension for the art, what is the impact on the artists? But the heart of what's there, the actual card, they were paid for, they're there. I don't know what GG's stance is. We don't have that information. But this is definitely becoming a much larger practice in the game industry. We're seeing outside of sorcery where, there's one set here and it's hand painted. You're seeing some extension in AI that's being used to extend some of the art. So,
yeah, I get the argument of making sure we're paying our artists, yada yada, so on and so forth. I mean, listen, as someone who uses AI a lot, I mean, just read any of our titles. Those are AI generated. Read our descriptions, AI generated. Look at the thumbnails I've been doing on YouTube recently. If you watch us on YouTube, AI generated. I feel there's a place for AI everywhere. Now, if y'all want to donate a bucket of money, right, so I can go get somebody to make thumbnails and do all this for me, feel free. Right now, his or her name is ChatGPT, and they charge $20 a month. It's just the way it is. Like, we're not a big podcast. Like, we're not raking in a bunch of dough, right? Especially now that DrawBetter.cards is like been gone for a while, and we're trying to get that back up.
I got to get on DrawScore again.
Yeah, I mean, but like even when that was around, we were making tens of dollars a month, like, and most of that went back to you guys for different things, right? Like whether that be the title belt that's floating around. Actually, it's at Ben the Monkey's house, but you'll see it at KFC again, right? Like, just it went back to the community more times than not to, help the community. So yeah, AI has a place.
Yeah, I mean, Wookiee's a member of the community, so
technically, that's what they tell me. So I don't know.
The short answer is that we all have day jobs, and this isn't our mainstay.
This is a hobby.
It is very much a hobby.
So I don't know what money I don't think it was pointed from anybody.
Yeah, I don't think this was pointed at us, the Wookiee. I think it's pointed at GG, which is Ghost Galaxy is a company. They do have artists that were there. I think it's actually really interesting to look at.
Is this just the argument again? Like, oh, we're taking money away from artists because blah blah blah. But like, how many machines were around in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s that like that person's job is now done by a robot?
Yeah. And I mean, that was the argument, and we've seen it. There are some tasks that can be modified. I don't think it's done as well, but my encouragement is if this is a passion project of yours, if it's something that's important, then go support. If you have the means, go support those artists, and you can buy the artwork directly from them. You can go ahead and get art that you can, again, utilize, whether that's your own extended art, whether that's turning into a mat. Like when you actually see, I'm trying to think of the Saurian card that has the road. Oh, I'm totally blanking. But Imperial Road, actually buying that from like you can see the beautiful extension. Like that actual art piece was a much larger piece, as we had talked about, that was cropped. But the work that went into it, it's beautiful, and it's something that you can admire. So go and spend some money, support the artist if that's really passion project for you, and have no problem about it. Voice it, but we got to do it in a respectful manner, and that's, I think,
this
where
is
some
the
of the
one
lines
time the Wookiee will tell you to be respectful. Normally, we don't. We are the
because he's in a mood.
Storm. We're the shit storm at KeyForge, right? Like pretty much anything goes in our server, right? Very rarely do we time anybody out or tell anybody to like comment or cool it or whatever the case is. Kind of, it is utter chaos 9 times out of 10, right? And I think that's what gives a lot of our server what people like. But I mean, again, like number one, I don't really know how Josh was gone after, but I didn't get a chance to read it. But it was enough for certain things to happen. So. Number one, I don't think Josh is the one responsible for choosing art on the cards. Just gonna go out and flat out say that. I don't know. Like it's just it's a weird scenario, but you have an access point that GG has told you to use to voice your concerns. So use that access point.
And I know that you were looking at that earlier. It is on keyforging.com. Contact us. I know Wookiee, you haven't necessarily used it as often. I sent 2 messages just yesterday alone to them. And both about KFC and kind of what some different items, some different proposals. I know that we've closed kind of the idea, but if there's an idea that strikes, GG as a whole, well, maybe not as quick a response as we all want. They're receiving a lot of different messages. They do get back to you. And so I definitely encourage you to use it. I've used it in the past when I've had duplicate decks. They've gone ahead and taken care of me. I've used it when there's issues with Master Vault. There's a number of different concepts that I've used, and they've been very receptive to that. So definitely use keyforging.com to contact us. Easy, no problems.
All right, is this enough on AI? I feel like I feel like I've talked enough on AI the past 2 days to choke an AI donkey that's shitting Ember.
Well, you know what you have to choke you have to choke on one of the playmats, right? So the extended playmat, people realize, wait, these have been using AI for a long time. And I'm like, yeah, like, like, did you guys not realize that? Like, they've always looked kind of wonky and like
not wonky, just
not
empty.
good. Well, yeah,
They
it's
look
like
empty.
3/4 of the mat, like nothing's on it, and it's just like, it's like, oh, let's just replicate a bunch of stuff across it. Basically, like, doesn't look good at all, in my opinion. And a bunch of people are like, we love the extended mat framing. I'm like, oh,
Thank you, Generative Phil.
yeah, not so good.
I mean, and so the Quantum Mouse is the playmat that we had pulled into our own show notes and kind of what's there. I did not post that initially on our live notes, but that is where I think that there can be some concern and kind of to be able to see it filled in. Yes, there's definitely some open space.
So I think, like, because it's art is like a different thing
Very
than
subjective.
a traditional work product, right? So, like, I remember when like Midjourney and Stable Diffusion were first getting hot, and there was a bunch of people talking about how, I was looking forward to AI taking away all my menial work, but instead it took away my fun, right? Because it took away art for them, at least. It is like, I get why it could be upsetting, or I get why folks are like, hey, like, art is different than a work product. But I don't know. Also, just be cool to each other.
Well, we have such a good
be excellent to each other.
We have such a good community. Like, it's actually one of the few times, again, we've been very open on Archon's Corner about letting pretty much anything go where we can voice an opinion. But sometimes it's better just to say less and give yourself a little bit of time. I think is that the topic was so new and fresh. And then you kind of have a resounding board bouncing back and forth where people were kind of taking two different sides. And there's clearly two sides, but sometimes just letting it sit before we say something, it can actually sound a little bit smarter and give yourself a little bit more space. So
be kind to each other.
I will say the only other thing that I had for the AI little bit here is looking at some of the cards that were shown. It did come in our recent Gamefound update for Draconian Measures. I give credit to Lokacar for this. At our locals, he had talked. If you look, it just appears that where the border would be on a normal card, that basically someone went in, clicked on it, and went delete border.
Yes.
Like, the easiest thing that GG could do is basically what they did. And my immediate response to
hold on. I got shit to say about this.
But my immediate response to Lokacar was, yeah, sounds about right. That's what I expected from GG. It really was. Like, it didn't surprise me. I do think that they could have done a better job on the transparency of the actual text box. They could have gone ahead and moved the icon and the amber so that it just
more generative fill.
But they chose easy, and that
Man, we got to get Ewok new internet. That's all I know. Like, maybe AI needs to take over his internet, or maybe it is, and that's why he keeps fading out.
All right,
but we don't know what you said because you're like, maybe, and you were gone.
All right, I got robot. Well, that's AI trying to take over.
Yeah.
Basically, you heard I said the text box itself was removed.
Yeah. No, text box is there.
No, I'm saying the actual border box that was there. It's basically that they went in, pressed remove. I think what could have been done better is they could have put more transparency in the actual text box.
Yeah.
And I think that they could have gone ahead and moved the house icon and the amber, messed around with the sizing and moved that around. But it's really more the text box transparency that kind of bothers me. But they chose easy.
As
They did it.
someone who has messed around with these card frames,
Yep.
pixel by pixel, I mean, I guess maybe I'm sure they have somewhere all these things are in different layers, so they could probably just unclick them and be like, oh, now they're gone. But when I did the full art cards, the first full art cards, you're welcome, GG. Everyone got so excited about those. GG's like, we're going to make full art cards too, guys. Look at us. You're welcome, GG. Whenever you want to cut us a check, or maybe let us in for free to one KFC, that'd be awesome. Just saying. You've stolen it. You've already this year stolen enough of our ideas. Foil cards, full art cards, and Shredder. And it sounds like before the year is done, you're going to steal one more.
No,
I don't know. Maybe cut us some slack here a little bit. But anyway, these are a pain. I don't know who designed these, but I don't know, and I don't know why your pixels and all your colors are like so where you see these black lines right around here, what I will tell you is those aren't all black lines. Some of them are different shades of gray the more further you get out. And you make one false move, and before you know it, you've your border looks a little wonky. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that card was kind of a pain. I ain't going to lie to nobody. But
what about the transparency on the actual text box? As someone who had made the full art cards, is that
I left the text box out, but I understand why they didn't. Right? Especially like this going to new players, and then
it gets harder to read.
Well, not only that, not only is it harder to read, like, could you imagine releasing new cards with no text box? How terrible
could you have gone ahead? Could you have gone ahead and pulled the transparency back though? Like, it's very.
I'm sure you could have.
There's a big contrast, and I think going ahead and having less of that contrast, so it blends more into the background.
I'm very sure you could have. But again,
more work, more generative fill, right? Who knows how much of that is there?
I mean, you're going to see some extra toes on.
And then not only that, like some cards, like against all flags with how the art is, like you're also now changing, like some of those you might have to change to white just with how it is because of how dark it is, and that black on black might not look so hot. Like Triok the Wise, you might have to change that text box instead of being that's white or black text to like white text. That you might have to change, which I don't think is a big deal, but maybe it is. And normally you just click on the color palette and choose white instead of black. I don't know. Like I don't see, and again, how their workflow is and Photoshop and all this stuff, like who knows what all has to go into it. There's that talk about transparency again, to which we don't have a ton.
I can't. That was kind of hilarious when it.
I love that. When I read that, I was like, "Oh man, it really does listen." But we do have tons to go over with the Gamefound. We've kind of slacked on it a little bit. We had a vault tour kind of happen in between and some stuff. Obviously, we got the new set reveal. One thing we didn't talk about. Oh, and this is your obligatory spoiler warning. If you don't like spoilers, you can get out. Later, Gators.
Yeah, we'll talk about Canada.
Yeah.
And Evansville.
Later,
Gator.
But we did get gigantic rewards, which tells us gigantic creatures are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody thrilled about this?
I mean, they're fun. They're not generally good, but I mean, a couple of them are decent. The search cards have gotten a little better.
We only saw the one, right?
Well, I mean, the more mutation had.
Oh, you're talking about the
had
ones in
one,
more
right?
mutation.
Yeah.
Because the one we saw
so-
was Kulsha. 15 power dragon. Opponent's key costs +2 for each forged key they have. After fight, reap, exhaust up to 3 creatures. That is not a May ability, by the way, so if your opponent has no creatures, you might have to exhaust your own. Congrats.
Well, up to.
Up to 3 creatures. Okay.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
you don't have to.
Up to.
The only
And there's in theory there's entrenched cards that maybe you want to exhaust your own. So
Depending.
that could be useful.
We don't know. We have not seen a lot of the set.
Yeah.
But
this is another card where it's like your opponent has to be doing well for this to be
of use.
somewhat useful.
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't want your opponent to do well.
No. So, yep. Yeah.
Yes. Cost of 8 for key 2, cost of 10 for key
That's if this is
3.
a round. Don't forget, this is one card that can be
Yeah.
bounced or killed or destroyed extraordinarily easy.
This is where I had
Well,
issues.
what if you give it a if you give it a +1 power counter, maybe it'll stick.
Maybe.
Well, you talk
probably
about you talk about the +1 power card, but the short answer is when part of this has no impact until they forge a key. Like, am I balancing it based on when it's on play? Then it's totally undervalued. Like it will never hit for true value. If I balance it based on when you have 1 key or 2 keys, it puts it at a different spot. I do not like this when you gain extra abilities based on key formation. No bueno.
What about based on key color?
Also no bueno.
Yeah, because that's coming back. We already know that much. But maybe it'll get better. They previewed some Geistoid and Equidon cards. They talked a lot about the +1 power counters because now that's also a pip on your card is the new +1 power counter pip. I know everyone's excited.
If they can turn it into a currency in the game where I'm turning in a +1 power counter for another enhancement of like I get draw, so turn in the +1 counter for a draw, or turn it in for that, then it becomes potentially a different economic system.
Well, let's see. Let's go through the bypass burglar. 2 power. Get it, Rook Thief. Entrenched while burglar is exhausted. Each of its neighbors gain action, steal 1 ember, deal 1 damage to this creature. So I think they forget that 9 times out of 10 when you play creatures, and what seems like it's going to be a heavy creature set, more than likely he's only going to have 1 neighbor that's not, well, I guess, not Equidon, but then you lose out on an amber, but you steal 1, so it's a delta of 2. So does it become a wash then? Did you guys follow my math there?
I'm trying to find where we are.
We're on burglar bypass. So right after giant creatures, right? Scroll up a little bit, right? Keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Equidon and Geistoid preview. And if you click on that one and scroll down a little bit.
All right, here I am.
The first card you'll see is the bypass burglar. He has entrench. And each of his if he is exhausted, each of his neighbors gain action steal 1. Oh no, it's an action steal 1. Never mind. It's not a reap steal 1, so this card's trash.
Yeah.
I mean,
because more times than not, he's going to have an Equidon neighbor, right? So this means you're losing. If you go back to Equidon, you're basically just losing an ember to have action steal 1. So instead of 2, you're only getting 1. Garbage. This guy's a 1.
Wow. Yeah. Is he a 1? I get so. All right, let's.
If he had deploy, he would be better.
Guy who does the same thing. The
in shadows.
That's true. No, it's an Equidon. It's the 6 power dude from WoW who.
No.
Action. Steal 1,
deal 1 damage to this creature.
Yeah.
But
whatever that guy's called.
That's fine.
But that's 6. You're not losing the
right.
entrench means that this is stuck around not doing anything. So you're not getting the amber here. I honestly see this more.
Gemcoat vendor.
I know Gemcoat vendor's there, but that's not.
Thanks, Barry.
He's comparing it to like giving Gemcoat vendor to the other two creatures by him. But what's the percentage of the time that he's got an Equidon neighbor?
Yeah. Like, what would you rather have? Gemcoat vendor or this guy?
Gemcoat vendor. Gemcoat vendor harder.
Gemcoat
If this guy had deploy, he would be better.
Mm-hmm.
Still not great, but deploy would be better because that way you can go into a different house and use his ability. Right? Because more times, this guy, I will guarantee you, he will have at least one Equidon neighbor. So let's just think about
Here's what I'm
this.
gonna do.
So if I choose not to entrench him, right? And I just ready everybody. And the next turn I know I'm going back into Equidon, I can reap with him and I can reap with his neighbor for 2 Ember. Or I can leave him exhausted and use his neighbor to action, not reap, action steal 1 for 1 Ember. So I gain 1, they lose 1 for a delta of 2. Does it wash?
No, well, but you could reap with him anyway. But
see you go there. In my opinion, boys, I relate this more to Breaker Hill. So Shadow's 1 power elusive. Each of Breaker Hill's neighbors gains action steal 1. It literally is Breaker Hill, but I don't have to do the damage there.
With extra steps.
It's with extra steps, with a loss of a creature that I could reap with, because I could still reap with Breaker Hill. It's closer in power from 1 to 2, and Breaker Hill was a horrible card. This is not something we want to see. This is not something with the group that is there.
You want to use none of your +1 powers, and you want to have a whole bunch of 1 power Equidon creatures and just action steal, action steal, action steal. That's magical Christmas land that won't exist.
Yes. Let's go on to Conrad Fisk. He is enhanced with an extra Ember Pip and 2 +1 power counters. You may move each +1 power counter from a creature to another creature. So you get to place them and then move them. Because I'm not sure. Okay, before we move on to the next Equidon, we need a brief talk about the humble +1 power counter. Boost cards, counters, little mods. You get to place them, I'm assuming, right? When there's the card features enhanced keyword ability that grants certain types of bonus icons to cards in deck. This is handled in the algorithm. Enhanced have been around since Mass Mutations. Yeah. When you play a card with a +1 power bonus icon, you can immediately place a +1 power counter token on a creature of your choice. So this guy lets you place it and then place it again, I guess.
The issue is it's not valuable enough.
Good.
We've seen this in the past. Like going ahead,
Chunk Evermore is a fantastic card.
There are some creatures that are witch-like that, yes, if I give them a +1 power +2, it really does matter. But for the majority of the creatures, this has little to no effect, and going ahead and having an additional power does not go ahead and keep it alive when I blow up the board. So this is not something that I want to be able to see into the game. Unless there is another economic system that is relating to using the counters for some value, no. Don't do this.
Maybe the next card will help us. Forged Currency. You can move each +1 power counter and each Ember from a friendly creature to the common supply. Forge a key at +6 current cost, reduced by 1 for each +1 power counter and Ember moved to the common supply in this way to a minimum of 6. Motherfuck it. God damn it.
All right, donation there.
Luke, you suck. This is just stupid. Like you want to put. It's fine. So I get to forge. I'm more than likely going to get a forge a key at 6 Ember, and I guess it doesn't purge itself. So I guess I should be thanking my lucky stars that it doesn't purge itself.
This is like Imperial Forge. There will be decks where this is real good.
I'm pretty sure Imperial Forge you could forge for 0, couldn't you?
You could, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was +8. Yeah, I guess right. This won't forge for free. So, okay, never mind.
This will never forge for free. It will forge for 6 every time.
Yeah.
But I
To a
will
minimum of
tell you,
6.
this card will actually get some value simply based on where that period is in the first bit. Power counters I don't really care about, but it says each amber from friendly creatures to the common supply.
Yes.
So if you do have a lot of captured amber, this is a way to be able to go ahead and burn it.
Fuck
That
your
has
Trunks.
value.
Fuck your
That's
Trunks,
what
Creed.
you have. Goodness, man.
I'm on a roll today.
No, you're not. You just
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, you like it. I know you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right, let's
I do like that the key cheat does not have the purge, which you just said. But I think that getting rid of blowing amber, going ahead, and
Let
getting
me
rid of it
forge
is
for
important.
free. I gotta ask you guys something. Let's move into this right now, because now we're moving into like this weird thing, and like I feel like Luke's giving me one thing but taking away another, right? Like I like the whole like you can't play KeyForge, and it gives me that play style that I like. I do like
You're the only
watching sheep in pain, right? It is one of my favorite hobbies.
Well, that I like.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite hobbies, right? So with the first one, with PV, we got you don't get to play KeyForge, and then it sounds like in this set, we're just going to exhaust things. So even when you do play creatures, they're absolutely meaningless because I'm going to exhaust all your creatures for funsies, right? So this last set, you couldn't play actions. This set, you won't be able to even use your creatures, so it doesn't really matter. Do you like that style of KeyForge or the style of KeyForge that was like fast-paced and like, oh, how can I make this key cheat forge for free? Like, yeah, it's a little busted, but like it forges for free. This one's a little jankier. Like this one wasn't as easy as Ecto Charge, right? Like, cause it's, you know, a little tougher. I feel a little tougher.
So,
No?
I mean, I don't know about exhausting creatures, but I do. There. All right. So, being able to forge for free easily is a pretty high power level.
Mm-hmm.
Now, being able to forge cheaply or free when you work hard and set things up, that feels real good.
Right.
That is a tough balance to strike.
Like I think Ecto Charge might have been like too easy, right? Because it was like, I just gotta have 20 cards, and this whole set wants cards in my discard pile.
Yeah, I just have to be in the condition that I'm in every game.
Right.
But that's it. Is Ecto Charge was leaning into something that you naturally do in a game. That's go through your deck. So in that manner, adding the 6 amber, which they eventually corrected the card for, made logical sense.
Right.
But when you see most of these others, like power counters, I don't care. I don't want bigger creatures when they're just going to go ahead and die. Like it does not add to the game, which is why I'm asking provide a different economic system for them. I think that they're fine to go ahead and use it. It just has to be more than I'm giving a +1 power.
Right. And I think this key cheat was a great idea, right? But just let me forge for free. Don't put a dumb restrict, because you took what could have been a very useful card, and now you've kind of you've made it a key frog.
It's okay,
which I guess is
like
still
I do
good.
think, yeah.
I will.
Cake.
There'll still be, you'll still be able to maybe loop it. You'll still be happy in some conditions.
Yeah. I have to wait to be able to see what the different entrenched feature plays like. I'm open until I play something. I think
Donkey
that's it.
Punch, 1 Ewok. Done. No,
again,
that's not an entrenched effect.
We get to Donkey Punch once. You try it, and then
Just
we're going to
once.
move on.
Yep.
Just once, but we can go ahead and see what the impact is in the game.
Use this ability only as a sorcery.
My concern comes, will it slow the game down even further? And you saw PV with the limited amber that's there can go ahead and do that. Do we want the game to go faster or slower was your other question, Wookie. And I do think that I'd prefer to see it speed up. So more action heavy, a little bit quicker games as a whole.
Let's get to true best of 3. That's where I'm at.
I don't think that you're going to see that.
Probably not. But let's move to Janky Jimmy. I'm not sure who's naming these cards, but whoever it is needs to do better.
What do you
3-power.
mean? How do you know that's
Jimmy.
not my How do you know that's not my personalized art card?
Oh, is that your personalized art card? The dude with a purple hood and glowing yellow eyes? That's your personal art?
Hey, don't go ahead and go put me down because of how I look.
You're not you. You're really a purple Jawa.
Hey. Now it's getting official here.
All right.
Ewok Jr.'s purple
Call
Jawa.
me a Jawa.
He's actually
Janky
a Jawa.
Jimmy.
3
Janky
power,
Jimmy.
2 armor. After fight, if you are overwhelmed, an enemy creature captures 1. If it is captures 1 from its own side. Otherwise, you just capture 1.
A player is overwhelmed anytime there are more enemy creatures than friendly creatures.
Yeah.
I don't think
So to get the
overwhelmed is
good
as
effects-
crazy as it is, right? So, like, you get to control when you're overwhelmed or not, right? So, I mean, this is fine. The effect is fine.
Fine.
3, I would say this is like a 3,
No,
right?
it's
Like 3
2.
power, 2 armor. There's plenty of little 2 pukelings that you can, kick in the shin and run away from to
I mean, most
trigger
of the
his
time you're gonna
effect.
reap with this.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty much. Oh, it's after the fight. I was like, can I place the Emperor on the
We
thing I
were
just fought?
giving
No,
But
it's
I can't.
after.
Yeah, we were giving Saurians in PV that were far better than this. 3s. Right?
So 2?
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
I feel like it's better than a 2. I don't know.
I mean, if you're overwhelmed and there's something to fight that also then after you fight, you're still overwhelmed. You can make something, right? Capture 1 from its own
But at
side.
least he does something no matter what,
So
right? So
half the time on fight delayed steal, right? Like
It's basically saying if you have more creatures than me, I get to go ahead and have you capture something.
maybe.
Like,
Easy. We don't know what that means. Just kidding.
it's a comeback mechanic. That's what they're trying to do.
which I don't hate. I think it's
I would much rather see
it
games
could
that
be
are
interesting.
close. Yeah, I'd prefer to see games that are close. If you build in a fight in a comeback mechanic, I do enjoy and appreciate that. Keep games close. I don't know if we'll see how it plays. I need to play.
it's just got to be worth it, right? And you know what's gonna well, we don't know the whole card pool, but we may well have games where it's like just nobody wants to play a creature, and then just nobody's overwhelmed the whole game. Who knows?
Well, and
All right.
I will say, Janky Jimmy comes in a common, so that is important when you're actually.
You're going to see a
talking
lot
earlier.
of Jimmy. There's going to be a lot of Jimmys floating around.
Jank.
A lot of
But
jank and a
look.
lot of Jimmys.
But bypass burglar comes.
Don't
in
you
a
jank
comment.
my Jimmy.
Conrad Fist comes at a comment. So, like, you have to look at what the common cards are because you're going to see these in larger amounts. Forge currency.
You stop janking your Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
No. Did we lose Ewok again?
Yeah, you probably did. Let's go to the
All
next one.
Recyclops. 2 power Spectre Robot. Spectre Cyborg, I'm sorry. Enhanced with a tight pip and 2+1 power pips. After Reap, discard a card. If you do, give a creature 2+1 power counters.
I mean, discarding a card's good.
Discarding a card's
And
good.
it has a discard
So
pip.
what do we give Wormhole Technician? Isn't that the one that allows you to discard a card?
It allowed you to discard a card, and if it was low, hold on.
No.
Yeah,
Maybe it wasn't
You were
Wormhole
thinking sanitation.
Sanitation Engineer. Just allowed you to discard a card. So what? This is a Sanitation Engineer with an enhance. Well, it's automatically a 4, right? Because it has enhancement pips.
No, it doesn't have a house pip. That's the best one. Now a discard pip's pretty good. A type pip's pretty good.
Wait, so there's only house pips that are worth 4? I thought any pips were worth 4.
Yeah. Oh, come on, dude.
I'm confused
house
on the pip
pips.
rules now. I don't know what they are.
So Ember is very good too because Ember, right?
Ember
is
wins
space
games,
bucks,
right? Yep.
Yes, right. And so the hierarchy that I'm just making up, right? House Pip first.
Okay.
Next, what's next? Is it Ember or is it discard? Probably Ember.
Wait, it's not Ember
There's
then
draw
House
value.
Pip?
Oh, House Pip is
House Pip
I would say
first,
House Pip's
Ember
probably best.
next. Is it
Yep.
draw card or tight
Then-
pip?
then it's tight. Then tight Pip.
Then tight pip. Then
Then
draw pip.
discard. Then draw.
Discard draw.
And then that leaves, I don't know, is damage or
Damage
power
is
counter better?
damage is better.
I think, yeah. Maybe.
Damage can deal with ward and all sorts of that stupid stuff.
Yeah.
+1 power counters don't really. They really don't. The humble +1 power counter don't do shit.
Yeah. What do you think, Ewok? What is the worst versus second worst pip in the game? Is it damage pip or +1 power counter?
+1 power counter is the worst.
Yep. All right.
It's the worst. Okay, so damage is better. Okay. All right. So the newest pip is the worst one.
Well, hold on.
There you
Since
have it.
Ewok's back now, Ewok, what was the rule about people with about cards with enhancements? They were automatic 4s, right?
No.
Well, that's what you're talking about for Draz. And again, I think that they've really gone down.
Like now that it's a
Burnished
tight pip.
Nichols
and-
has 3 damage pips. We discard that shit every time. It's
does he
terrible.
really have 3 damage pips?
Yeah.
I just
It's like
throw away
probably
any
the only
deck that I
damage
see
pips in
as
the whole
burnished
PV
nickels in
set.
it. I can't.
Well, but
right
that's
now.
the power creep, boys. We're seeing a difference. So
Yeah. All right, reduce reuse. Play if you're haunted, deal 5 damage to a creature. Otherwise, return a creature to its owner's hand. This seems decent.
Yeah. I mean, 5 damage, although I don't know, with power counters, maybe 5 damage isn't as good.
But bounce.
The return
Bounce is always
a
good.
creature, it's weird because return a creature, yeah, that's better than 5 damage. But you have
But
to
if you're
not be
haunted, you're SOL.
Yeah. So this is like a weird reverse one where it's like you actually
I don't want to be haunted.
Yeah. That's weird.
But if you're playing out of set, 5 damage is okay. Is cool too.
Maybe.
Right,
If you're playing an FFG deck.
Maybe. All right. Some of the notable exceptions they are showing here for reprints. Barter in Games, Change Agent, Gemcoat Vendor, Talent Scout, and Reap the Wild Winds are coming back.
Those last 2.
Yep, Talent Scout, Reap the Wild Winds, sound good. And then for Geistoid, Crap Raise, Jachniri, Mamet, PK Eat Siphonator, and Return to Rubble.
PK is great. Mamet's good. Crep Rays used to be part of a combo that now you could just do with Trank, right? So
Yeah. Hey, check out this sweet 2-card combo. Hey, check out this 1-card combo.
yeah. People are like, oh no, he's got he's got the Veil Rays combo, right?
And now it doesn't even matter.
And now it's like, well, why would you do it with 2 cards when you just do it with 1?
This is true, but for those Mars lovers, Mars is back.
can we just go ahead and errata the 1 card for all of our tournament players and be done with it?
I don't see why we haven't yet, but we still haven't.
Okay.
They'd be admitting they did it wrong.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yep. It's okay. Better play. Never mind. Agent Boof. Automatically like him. He's got a drink in his hand. Looks like he's having a good time.
Hell yeah.
4 power Martian Agent. After Reap, if you are overwhelmed, give a friendly creature 3+1 power counters. Otherwise, give each friendly creature a +1 power counter. Damn it, Boof. Why do you suck?
Yeah,
Look at him. He looks like he should be a good card, but he's not.
he's probably drunk.
He was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'll give out these +1 power counters.
Hey, you wall
2?
poster.
Is this a 2?
Yeah.
Ewok?
Yep.
2? Okay. All right. Let's get ready to try
Well,
to...
the problem is okay, so you have 4 power creature, but it's after reap, so I'm reaping good, but now it's if you're overwhelmed, and only if you're overwhelmed.
No, otherwise give each friendly creature a +1 power counter.
But what am I doing with these +1 power counters?
You are digging into your little box of +1 power counters, right? That nobody actually ever uses. And
But that's what I'm saying. What are we doing with them afterwards?
Probably cleaning them up and putting them back in the box after you've lost.
Because you lost? Okay.
Or you're exhausted.
We're in agreement there. Well, I think, Draz, when you were talking about that, the whole idea for exhaustion, if the benefit is strong enough and persistent, great. Then I will entrench. Yeah. But if not, I can reap. But here's the thing. Entrench, I don't get to use it. So if it's in an off house, okay. But if it's in the house that I'm using, I'm missing out on the reap. So the benefit better be really good.
Yeah. If they did a good job of balancing the abilities, which, they got one guy working on this and like a half a playtester that responds, right? So
half a playtester.
Unlikely.
Half a playtester. He responds sometimes.
It's all my locals. These guys are idiots, so although they're doing better than me recently, so maybe I'm the idiot.
What if we did something with +1 power counters, dude? It'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Anyways. It's a 2. Let's go on to Klei Hnug. Klei Hnug. I have no idea if I pronounced that. Let's say it, Drazcore.
Klei Hnug.
I actually like this one because it's a different crazy name.
But it's time to name the Mars cards.
Yeah, time to use your K's, H's, and G's. Yeah.
So he went to the other side of the keyboard this time.
Yeah.
Wait, boys. From Agent Booth with the common, your other common on Kleinug can go ahead and...
He's the German Martian.
He's the German Martian. Martian soldier, 3 power, enhanced, damage, and then 2
power counters.
+1 power counters. After reap, again, notice both after reap, so slow. You may move each +1 power counter from a creature to the common supply. If you do, archive a card. Not for each one that I move, I archive a card. Just move all of those +1 power counters to archive a card.
Well, that's fine. They don't matter, so it's fine, right?
Why?
Yeah, I agree. I should be able to archive a card for each of those.
We already had a creature that was 3 power that said after reap, archive a card, and it wasn't very good. So this is not better.
But it's not after reap, archive a card. It's after reap,
right.
And you've had to put power counters on.
So I do that. Yeah.
So I don't get the benefit unless yes. Like, come on.
Yeah, what was the dude in Logos and Coda?
What are the scientists?
What was his name?
What are the scientists? Yeah. It's in Fraud.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is, but if you're overwhelmed and if you have a +1 power counter, and right after you've done the hokey pokey, then you get to archive your card. All right.
Yeah. Which, you'll be playing against PV, so you'll just discard it the next turn.
It won't matter because you won't be able to play any cards anyways, so.
Yeah. Dead Sync says you can target your opponent's +1 power counters. But they're not going to be playing draconian measures, so you're not going to be able to do it.
Replacement Targ. 3 power.
Were you talking about Ganymede Archivist?
Yes, Ganymede Archivist.
Yep. Yeah, after reap, archive a card.
Yep.
Sorry.
Replacement Targ. 3 power Martian soldier. Deploy. Play. Put a neighboring non-soldier creature into its owner's hand. If you do, the most powerful friendly creature captures 2.
So this is very dependent on what
board state,
other common,
and I'm pretty sure that non-soldier is I mean, he could put your boof back in your hand.
Yeah, but you don't care about that, right? So
Yeah, there's no play effect. You need play effects on your Mars creatures that you want to put back in. And
otherwise, you're just removing your power counters.
correct. So what I'm seeing here is, yes, they're leaning a little bit more into the Mars invasion. So maybe our storyline event that happened. You can see Agent Boof, so an agent, someone who's going out and working, and then the Martian soldiers on both of the last two cards for Klunug and replacement Targ. But I don't know. It just doesn't wow me for Mars, and it's not what I pictured for the Elders. But
wow,
it's just slow.
It's slow. Well, if you liked that, you're going to love these.
Know. This one very much depends. So we'll see.
You're going to love these. Going into Shadows, the house that is most likely going to no longer exist.
No.
Thanks. What do you mean, no?
I don't know.
I did what I could.
I tried to
start
purge,
with the
redemption, but my guys purged Star Alliance at my store. I'm like, what's
If
wrong
you
with you
the
guys?
the problem is that if you're playing Shadows, that's what came up in our event, so you're restricted on that.
And there's only a handful of good cards in Shadows.
There is, but you also have Hoodwink, which goes out and then purges itself, which conveniently we all had. Like things like that auto purge itself automatically increase your amount that you are purging. But anyway,
you know what I did?
Let's talk about
we opened 3 decks.
Yes.
And we opened 3 decks, and I just picked the deck with the houses I liked the least to play the tournament. That's what I did.
We played Talk in one of our events.
Oh, there you go.
No,
that was interesting. It's a very, so you didn't have to do PV for it, but it's a very different feel when you have no threat of popping one of their cards or one of their prophecies, and all of a sudden you're giving them a darkness card. Like, you could very much plan your strategy to, like, take as many darkness cards until you're like, oh, I've got 3 left. I have to stop now. Because you have the Mark of Dark.
Or, well, when you get that upgrade, but you're purging tokens.
Yeah, it's the Mark of Dark.
And it's like, wait, what houses am I purging? And it's like,
I think that one says each of his neighbors. Mark of Dark says each of its neighbors.
Yeah, it's each of the neighbors and the one. Yeah, it's
also
no. But what Draz is saying is, if you're targeting tokens, you don't know what house is under there, and so that makes it open ended.
Yeah. What was also fun is that you can't hit them with Markadis, which I had a double Markadis deck. Which, if you hit one of the creatures from the shadows or from the deep or whatever the hell it is, it's meaningless because it's not a house.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Achromatic Basilisk. 2-power beast, skirmish. After fight, exhaust an enemy creature.
Well, I would
Achromatic Basilisk.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very good.
The problem is that I would love to go ahead and typically exhaust a creature, but if we're having entrenched on the other side, maybe I don't want to. Like, this idea for exhausting, again, slowing the game down, and especially going against entrenched, I may not want to do that.
Maybe not.
This is a 1.
It does suck. Is it better than Burnish Nichols? The answer is yes. Yeah, the answer wasn't a trick question.
You could play it, and it can reap without you worrying you're going to help your opponent.
Yeah.
So it is better than Burnish Nichols.
It wasn't a trick question, but it felt like one. Blank
I
check.
had to think about it.
Action, Pip of Ember. Every time you play it, each player shuffles their archives and discard pile into their deck. Discards the top 5 card of your opponent's decks. Play the top card of their deck as if it what? So you just discard the top 5 card of your opponent's deck, and then you play. Then we play the top card of their deck as if it were mine.
Yeah, it's Merkins at the
cards.
end. So it's an amber.
Weird.
You're getting their archives and discard, shuffling.
Well, each player, we're shuffling our archives and our discards back in.
Yeah,
and then
you
my
mark it.
opponent is going to discard 5 cards from the top of their
Yes.
deck. Then I get to Merkins.
Yep, that's what we said. Yep.
There
it's good. It's a pip.
There are
It's
far
Merkins.
too many words on this card.
Weird. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't need to do all that. It's good, though.
You're doing too much, as the kids
Yeah.
say.
Remove the middle sentence just to make it easier. But yeah, it's
you're
good.
doing too much.
Mhm.
Remember, each of these used to be like a card, right? Each player shuffle their archive and discard pile into their decks. That used to be 2 cards. Discard the
So I
top
have
5
to-
cards of your deck. That used to be boo. That's a half a boo, right? So now we're up to what, like 2.5 cards, and then Merkin. So this is like 3.5 cards all rolled into one.
But you have to make up for Achromatic Basilisk here, so...
Well, keep the
uncommon.
change, I don't think is going to do it. Pip of Ember, every time you play it, you may pay your opponent up to 6 Ember. For each Ember paid this way, draw a card.
It's a rare.
It is a rare. I don't feel like this card will be any good.
Depends on
Well,
what's there.
this-
So,
This is a combo piece, right? So, yeah, if you can steal it all back and draw a bunch of cards, there's
Okay.
going to be decks where this is real good.
that's what I was
So
thinking.
you're
If
talking
you see
'cause-
TMTP,
yeah.
if TMTP is inside, if you have Cover Fire, if you have things that you're going to immediately take it back, sure, I'll give you Amber because maybe my opponent hasn't been generating the Amber. And then I draw cards and gain the Amber from it, and I'm going to steal it. Most definitely.
So notable reprints for Mars will be the Collector Worm is back. Ewok is very happy.
Woohoo!
Destroy
Collector
them
Worm.
all. Extinction, Harmonic Pack, and Mass Abduction. I think I'm excited for Destroy Them All.
Destroy them all, Collector Worm.
Extinction's not bad.
Yeah, Extinction actually and Destroy Them All are very,
Actually,
very
with the
solid.
traits, it might not be too bad. Traits are
And-
actually like a
Yeah,
thing
like
now.
And as we were talking about keep the change, look at what's coming back for Shadows.
So for Shadows, Chain Gang's coming back, Fall Guy's coming back, Routine Job is coming back, Too Much to Protect is coming back, all the bangers, and Widespread Corruption.
That last card's so weird.
Yeah,
it is a different.
it is a strange card. I don't want it, but I'll take the other 4.
Maybe when I saw that card, I'm like, there's
All
got to be
right.
some weird combo that makes it good, but there wasn't. Maybe they'll
Nope.
actually put
Nope.
some weird combo in here that makes it good.
Nope.
Probably
And
not.
then we move into the last of the old houses. We got the Pirates and the Fish.
Really?
Yeah, Pirates and Fish are back. We start with Bloodwing. 2-power beast. It's enhanced with a capture. A +1 power and a +1 power. After you fight or reap with Bloodwing, put a +1 power counter on each on each friendly flank creature.
Ugh.
Too many +1
also
power
a
counters
common?
doing nothing. Yep, these are all commons too, boys.
Are they? No.
Guys, am I gonna have $2,000 of shit?
That's
Yes,
what I was
yes,
just.
Yes,
I-
you are.
Oh,
Well, let's see.
Draz,
Let's
I
go
was
to
just thinking this
Kombuchan.
for you, man.
Kombuchan?
But hold on. While you're saying this, just so you're aware, friends, this Gamefound campaign is going on, and you too can back it. There are 4 days
This
left. as of
Gamefound
now.
campaign brought to you by ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
I will
Sparking
say.
thoughtful conversation everywhere. Thanks
just
again
tell
to
me
Chat-
what to say.
Thanks again to
I would-
ChatGPT.
I will say ChatGPT did a great job at our scripts, but only put
Oh, gosh.
Z and sheep
Yeah.
in. So apparently Wookie, who's been here the longest,
Wookie, who
Draz and I,
started the
we
damn
don't
thing.
yep, you don't count, man.
Yeah,
But no, I will say at this point, $215,000 with 4 days left. That did surprise me. So,
I think
seems to be
we finally hit the marker, right? I think every campaign will do right around that
this
230.
amount. Okay.
I think that's the marker now.
I think it'll be higher than 230.
Oh no, it's
Let's get it at
Cabo-chan.
250.
Cabo-chan. Kabochan? I don't know how to say this, but 3 power. I don't know what that says. Hayard? Entrenched. At the start of your turn, if Kabochan is exhausted, gain an ember for each friendly Skyborn flank creature.
All right. So what's the Christmas land? You've got 2 of these,
Yep.
And
they're
your
each on a
opponent
flank.
has it.
And they're both on a flank.
and
And it
And your
says
opponent
each
can do
friendly,
nothing
so
about it.
Yeah, so it's 2 flank creatures. You can gain 2 off of it.
Well,
each
2
turn.
for each Kabochan.
yeah. So if you have 2 of these, you can get 4.
These are
ember at the
these are
start of your turn.
uncommon. So you want
Those are
3
common.
Cabochons?
No,
No?
I mean it's the start of your turn, which is nice.
Don't have to go back
I
to the
don't
Skyborn.
know.
You don't have to go back to the
Yeah.
Skyborn.
True.
But you do have to have a flank creature that is Skyborn.
Can we just
this
talk
is-
about this art? Like, I'm not a big fan of art, but what the heck is happening in this picture here?
Somebody was like, "Hey, I want to get it on with a dinosaur." that's my art, and
But
they're like,
it's-
"You can't do that."
But it's
So they did this
cartoony.
instead.
It is.
It's like
It is a little bit.
I don't know. Is
What?
this somebody? Are we sure this isn't somebody's art card?
No.
no, it is
I-
not someone's art card.
I
might
was
be
wondering
Sydney's
if
art
somebody
card.
was like, "This is my art direction," and they were like, "What?"
Okay, well, can we go into Embered Purse?
Embered Purse.
So I don't know. Does that last one, like, in order for that to be okay, it has to reach which status? Is that 2 ember at the beginning of your turn,
That's
or
witch
even
status.
1 at the beginning of your turn?
that is witch status because you start your turn, you gain your ember, and
Yeah.
then you go to your forge a key step. So now, yeah, he's a little the Ambochan's a little witch statusy, right? Because if I don't kill it and I'm at 5, I'm technically at check without you
Yeah.
even knowing it. Or maybe I have 2 and they're both on flanks. And I only have 4. I'm
Maybe I'll give
technically
it
at check.
7 power counters, and then
It'll never die.
Uh,
Just continues to get bounced back to your hand. Damn it.
yeah.
I mean, it's probably like a 3. It might be fine.
Yeah.
All right. Should we go to the purse?
Let's do
Because
it.
that says play, steal 1 for each ready Skyborn creature in play. I feel like this is a Mars card. Because they have to be damn ready. So I have to play them, then wait, and then maybe I get some ember. Which chances are...
Well,
I'll
kind
have
of
no
is, right?
What? Is
Wait,
it
what's
Mars
the
card?
hypnotic circle or whatever?
Hypnotic Command?
Is that what it's called?
No, that was Psychic Network is what you're thinking of.
That's it.
Hypnotic
it's like
Command was the
this-
better version of that card.
Yeah. The
Too slow and
Psychic
no
Network was-
Ember Pip!
yeah.
It's a 2. It's
There,
a 2
yeah,
for me.
I mean, there'll be moments where it's good, but you also want your dudes exhausted in this, right? So
Maybe.
you got the Cabo-chan, you want him exhausted, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
So
So is the set, well,
This
we're
set
only
is
seeing
struggling with an identity crisis. It doesn't
Yeah,
know
that's
what
what
it
I-
wants to
Yeah.
do.
that's what I was saying is it's bouncing around. But we'll
This
have to
is the
see.
new
This is a
DT.
very small. How there?
This
You have a
whole set
comment?
does not know what it wants to do. Has no.
Yeah, you
it's
have a
like,
comment and
hey, let's
2
play with
uncommon.
exhausted and unexhausted stuff. But then let's put cards in there that are like, hey, you might be able to steal, maybe. But you got to wait a turn and everything. Not just any. Steal 1 for each Skyborn creature because that'd be too good. They got to be ready too. So you got to wait a whole turn. But let's put it in the set where like we want everything exhausted with this keyword called entrench. Like this whole set is just one big identity crisis. This is a cry for help. Josh, if someone is threatening you, just blink twice.
I mean, he did, and then he left the server, right? That's what happened.
I'm
earlier.
sorry, Luke. If someone is threatening you, just blink
There you
twice.
go.
All right.
Oh.
Unfathomable.
Keanu Reeves is now in
Keanu.
Oh yeah,
Keanu Reeves is now in
that's fun.
KeyForge, and when you play Keanu
Does he play
Reeves,
KeyForge? Is this his art card?
yeah, well, Keanu Reeves is only 2 power. And when he enhances with a draw and 2 +1 power counters, and you can choose an enemy creature with no +1 power counters on it, exhaust that creature and each of its neighbors. That's actually not terrible.
It's not until it gets hard because you're playing in set and you're like, oh, actually, I don't want to exhaust them.
Mm-hmm.
Can the +1 power counters attach to the creature being played?
Sure.
Are you sure?
It's on the board when it triggers.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I thought there was a weird timing window for whatever reason that it couldn't target itself. Isn't this a bad penny
this
type
is a
or
weird
rad
one
penny
where it's
type
like,
thing?
Like in set, this is bad, maybe, but out of set, it's good. I don't know.
It's better. Let's not put it at good.
I feel like this is pretty good.
We'll see.
You're going to exhaust 3 creatures?
Yeah.
Remember, this entrenched isn't the end-all, be-all. Like, maybe they get to do some cool stuff, but guess what? Guess what they're not doing on their turn? Reaping with that. This entrenched thing is all fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, it's still a race. And you're still going to need creatures to get you Ember.
So what you're saying is, so what you're saying is fraud is like, yes, please go ahead and play all of these exhausted
Fraud
creatures.
is an edge case scenario. Yeah, fraud.
No, but no, it doesn't. And that's what I'm saying is that it just is going to continue to spit out amber and say,
yeah, because fraud doesn't care. Fraud's like, you want to exhaust my stuff? Cool. I don't need any of them to be here for me to do anything.
There are a bunch of top level decks that do not care about creatures.
Right.
Fraud is one of them.
All right.
Nope.
Paralysis Signin. 3 power beast. After reap, stun and rage and exhaust a creature.
Another common.
I feel like we've seen this card before. Why do I feel like I've seen this card before? Was this an action previously? It was, wasn't it?
I was thinking
there's that Sanctum artifact that's like exalt, stun and exhaust.
Was it exalt, stun and exhaust? Dead Sync's typing.
I was checking out Figurific Rod. Is what I was
did that stun engage? Echo Pearl?
Oh, Echo Pearl? Nah, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but this is a 2, maybe a 3.
Maybe it is. What do I know?
This card is not great, and it's not horrible. I ain't chasing it.
It's a 3 power. I don't know. Maybe power doesn't matter because there's so many power counters. Maybe it doesn't matter what power you have. I don't know. Don't know.
It is at least it's an after reap ability, so at least I'm getting Ember off the deal.
Just survive.
Yeah.
No, Figurific Rod is just exhausted creature artifact, so that was not.
I thought there was an action that stun and rage that exhausts a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter. I 2, 3, 2, 3, 6, 7.
2, 6, 7. Yeah.
Everything I want Mars where I'm going to ready. So in this case, with Skyborn, with like the Mars that was earlier, and with the Unfathomable, I want something to ready so I can use them. There's a lot of reap effects.
No, not in this set. Nothing will ready.
I understand.
Nothing.
I was thinking about Sleep with the Fishes. I was really hoping would come back with all of the exhaust, but instead we have a rare here with Sand in Your Eye.
Sand in Your Eye, pocket sand. Play, exhaust a creature, draw a card. For each exhausted creature, destroy each exhausted creature. It's a better Sleep with the Fishes.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's going to be a bunch of guys exhausted. So let's say
I'm drawing a bunch of cards.
You play Keanu, you exhaust a bunch of their stuff. You play this Perilous Sign-In, which is going to be exhausted. Then you blow them all up and draw a bunch of cards. Yeah,
This will probably be a card that will impact many games.
Yeah, all right.
Sharknado.
It's still good at rare.
But by doing that, Drez, you're also giving up
common.
Kinu and other cards that, by playing any creature, it's exhausted. You know what I mean? So,
yep. Yeah, I mean, but you don't want the creatures in the set anyway, probably.
I want to have cards that I want to have cards that I can play to finish the game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
draw cards.
We do have some good stuff coming back.
Really?
Not so much on the Skyborn side. Okay. You have Amber Earhart, Cloudburst Command, Red Skies, Silver Lining, Skulking Saboteur is coming back. But Illusions of Grandeur's Bubble, Catch and Release are coming back for the fish. Sybil Waymare and Sparkfist.
So, some good ones. Like
Sibyl's
Bubbles is still very
not
good.
terrible. It does things. Sometimes it's a rare. That's Sibyl's only problem is it's rare.
Sibyl's good. Yeah.
Sybil has had the ability to randomly take over games because you can't reap with any of your shit. Because Sybil says, nah.
This was that first version of like random disruption that could piss people off. But it was rare and it happened so frequently.
I think I hit you with the Sybil that I had. We were playing in a random sealed event one Sunday, and Sybil just kept hitting everything on the board. And it was like...
Yeah. So Echo Pearl, boys, was Unfathomable Artifact with an Amber Pip. Omni, destroy Echo Pearl, exhaust, stun, and enrage a creature.
I was getting there. Okay. One step at a time. It's been a long week, but I am happy to see Illusions of Grandeur back, Bubbles back, and Catch and Release. All good things to see come back, I think. We'll find out. Nobody really knows. So thoughts of what we see, because this is it. These are the 6 houses. These are the 6 houses that we have. We've seen them all now. Thoughts, comments?
Yeah.
Cries of outrage? I have cries of outrage. Of course, I said this last time, so the set was going to suck, but then PV ended up dominating everything because of the stupid
last time, PV...
Again, I think the prophecies were real hard because I don't think we realized that they were going to take over in the way they did.
Yeah.
I think that.
And we have yet to see any card that can interact with prophecies. Still, even in the new set, knowing that they're kind of a problem, we're not worried about them. We're just going to kind of let them be.
I just think that the cards that I'm seeing are slow, but again, it's such a small percentage of cards. I'm curious, would you rather see absolute bangers that are released as preview cards?
Yes.
Or would you rather see chaff?
Nope. Bangers. All bangers all day long.
Yep.
But I feel
you always give the bangers, Ewok.
I know, but I feel that GG has consistently provided a lot of chaff versus going ahead and really identifying these are good cards.
Is a lot of chaff.
But
I told you this company is allergic to making money. Or this is just
PR would actually show it.
Or it's just this is what happened to be ready and available at the time they released this. I don't know. Yes, good marketing, like it would be banger after banger after banger, right? Like it would just every article that came out, you would be foaming at the mouth to read to see what new busted goodness is going to be in the next set. Of course, then we do have a whole contingency of players that don't like busted and want this game to go back to slowing down. And I don't know. I guess that actually is a valid question at this point, now that I think about it.
It is tricky, right? You really want is like nice balance, and you want skill to matter. So balance is hard, and too much randomness means skill matters less.
I'm going to give you a little hint, Drascore. Skill never mattered in this game.
Just draw better. That's why it's in our tagline. Right?
Draw better. Get Tranks. Win game. So it's the Wookiees' 3-step process to winning every game. Draw better. Play Tranks. Win game.
Open better.
Yeah. Open better. Right?
Well,
it's like the underwear gnomes.
Are you done? Are you done previewing cards?
That's all we have. There's nothing left to preview. That's it.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying. But there is an event that is quickly approaching.
What's that?
That is Evansville.
Oh.
So the Great Midwest KeyForge's Charity Open. If you have not already heard about this, have not signed up, October 10th and 11th going down. And that is in Evansville. So
Indiana.
Definitely Evansville, Indiana, going ahead and
Just in
supporting.
case anybody was thinking Evansville, Illinois.
Yeah, no, Evansville, Indiana. But definitely go check it out. It is a charity benefit, so...
Hey, and them prizes look dope. Or the swag bag, I guess
they
is
do.
what they're calling it.
Should I order? Oh, let me go look at this again.
Dude, they are dope.
I'll say a couple things on this. So all proceeds go to the Southwestern YMCA community program, so that's awesome.
YMCA.
There is some really, really sweet. So if you're going to the actual event, if you can get there, go. Our community is great. You'll see a number of individuals there. But Friday, October 10th from 4 to 8 is sealed. Archon starts at sealed. Archon starts at 5. And then Saturday, there's sealed Archon that starts at 10. That's what's listed here.
I think they're doing sealed and Archon.
Yeah, I think they're doing sealed and Archon. So,
but you're gonna get a T-shirt, right? This is what you're gonna get, everybody. I think it's like $100, right? If I'm not mistaken, you're gonna get a T-shirt. T-shirts are cool. They're a little struggle for me because I'm a bigger fella, right? T-shirts normally what you have ain't gonna fit me. But you're gonna get 3 PV decks. All right, so you get your PV decks for your sealed. I'm gonna guess, right? But
should be.
You're gonna get a set of 36 ugly sweater sleeves.
Or 40.
What?
Set of 40.
It's just a set of 36 on their flyer. But it looks... I don't even know who they all have. I know they have Dis. I see Brobnar. I see Untamed. I see Shadows, Sanctum, Mars, and Logos. If there's more, I don't know about them. But you at least have the original 7. You're going to get some tokens. So, acrylic tokens I've been complaining about that they don't have. There looks like there's some stun, but enraged and ward tokens. What a novel concept. Weird. Who would want those?
Where's the power counters?
Yeah, nobody wants those. And it looks like you're going to get, set of tokens and foil keys? I guess they're going to be foil keys. I see the 3 keys there. I guess they're going to be foils. Pretty dope. And a sweet vault deck box. Looks like it's pretty awesome. Made of wood, I think, or made of wood type deal. Either way. Go check it out in the Discord. The flyer's pretty awesome. It looks cool. All for $100. I mean, shoot. The PV decks, what are they? $15 a piece? So what? You're at 45 right there. Set of sleeves is gonna run you $5. There's $50. T-shirts nowadays are crazy. I mean, $10 right there. So that's 60. Some sweet foil keys. I don't even know how much those are. But what was the vault box running back in the day? $40-$50? The vault thing? It was like $40, wasn't it?
Something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was like $39.99. So you're at $100 and you're getting free tokens and keys.
Yeah. So definitely show up if you can. Sport's a good cause. It'll be play and have a lot of fun.
And it supports the YMCA.
So there's an unopened battle tested deck, after our scavenger hunt.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot that Tapapa has put into this actual. You have the custom trophy by Alex, that St. Louis trophy guy.
He always does amazing trophies.
Raffling prizing between rounds. Side events on Saturday, including Certain Darkness. So no, like there's a ton to be able to go ahead and
take notes, GG. Maybe you should hire Tapapa.
Seriously. All right, so if I go...
Man, if Josh was like, all right, everybody, we're all done. We're going to do a scavenger hunt. I'd be like, hell yeah, we're going to do a scavenger hunt.
Put it in.
I don't know.
Yep. You got to go to the Falling Knife Brewery.
Yep.
Right? You got to end up at the...
what's shit. I was thinking a scavenger hunt in the game center, not the whole city.
Yeah, man. You gotta find the Japanese cocktail bar that's closed at like 9 p.m.
9 p.m. That's up 3 flights of stairs.
Yeah. And then you gotta find the 3 ugly ones.
You're just roaming around the city. Great. Are you one of the ugly ones? And see how many people actually know what you're talking about. What's weird? Okay, so I'll tell you a little story about the 3 ugly ones. My boss, so my company is based out of Minnesota, right? And he came from Minnesota, obviously, to Wisconsin because he's, he moved here to be the DM. And I told him about that place, and he's like, "Yeah, it's a pretty shitty strip club." So like, it's a well-known establishment. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, to go back for Tapapa, I will say that even if you can't make the event, anyone who gives a donation above $100, while supplies last, will receive a gift bag. So they said the minimum gift bags will include is the 3-deck deck box, the cherry keys, and the cherry themed tokens. Due to limited supplies, the following are not guaranteed with the donation. That's your PV deck, the ugly sweater deck sleeves, and the t-shirt. But regardless, if you can, support them, whether you can make the event or not. If you can, go to the event. If not, any support goes to YMCA. So
the YMCA.
So if I book right now a flight to... You can't get a direct flight there. So if I book a flight to Louisville and then drive the 2 hours, it's $573 right now round trip. Kind of expensive ticket.
Go.
You can do it.
Price will come down, right?
Maybe. Probably not.
From Vegas, I will tell you no. Typically, it's going to go up.
Usually goes up the closer you get. Yeah.
And then, unless they need to sell that seat.
Yeah. I will not be going. I'm struggling right now to find coverage for KFC, which is in a month. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's only a month. That's right. I figure what I'm doing.
We are 30 days away. Well, actually, we're a few more than 30 days, but we're about 30 days. Like next week will be like 30 days. Get your clocks rolling. Meet us at KFC.
We did finish up with our last national.
Ewok will be
there's still nationals.
Signing autographs.
Oh, hang on.
Did the Maple Syrup Nationals happen already?
Jawa.
Yeah, that's our last bit. So Canadian Nationals did happen last weekend, September 26th through 28th. They had 22 players that showed up for Archon. They had Alliance and Sealed that were staggered. So there were 5 players for Alliance and 18 players for Sealed. I guess there were a couple players that were 2-0 that had shown up. They were 2-0 for Sealed, and they had shown up for Alliance, but they continued to stay because they were already 2-0, and I get that. But Bandola being this Archon champion.
Okay.
So Bandola going ahead and still being Bandola, and that was piloted by Cat Marrow. And then Cat Marrow goes ahead and took the champion for Alliance. And then JDG 314 going ahead and taking the Sealed. So congrats to all of y'all.
Yay!
Yay. All right, so let's look at what sets were in the top 8 for Archon.
Oh my god,
So
it
it's
is
like
10:30. I need to go to bed. I don't mean to
Yeah.
sheep here, but oh my god.
Do sound like sheep.
I am sheeping it right now. It was PV,
Only 2.
GR, and Ember Skies.
Oh, there was a
Man,
VM deck.
there was a VM.
in the top 8. Wonder if JML played this.
Probably not.
But
Although it would be hilarious if he did.
yeah,
But he did not. Next week, we're going to talk about the game The Sheep. I kind of want to buy this game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a board
It's
game
something
called
different.
The Sheep.
Yeah, for someone who's trying to get out to bed, I don't know. I think it's
I
interesting.
said
saw
next week, sir.
There were two. There were 2 PV.
Yeah.
There
2
were
HPVs.
3 GR, 1 VM, and 1 Amber Skies. Did I get that right?
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? But
Was there an Amber's guy? I
Nope.
don't think so.
probably not. But it is
Wookiee
time
wants
for
to be done. All right.
But I'm all done. It's time for bed. Wookiee's tired. He's got to go in tomorrow morning again at 9 o'clock and work another open to close because I am short on people. Again, if you'd like a job and you're in the Wisconsin area,
Or would
contact
like
the
to move
Wookiee.
to Wisconsin.
Or would like to move to
You'd
Wisconsin.
like a shitty job.
It's really not that bad. Just when you don't have people, it's shitty. You know, that kind of sucks. It'd be nice if there were people who showed up to work, did their job, and went home. That's all. That's really all I ask in return for a decent paycheck and all that stuff. But with that being said, we will see you all next week.
Happy forging, everyone.
May the forge be with you.
Later, losers.